here with Margate manager Jay Saunders. So first of all, congratulations on the win today. Bringing Ken in later on in the game today, obviously he was out for a little bit with injury. So just first I wanted to get your thoughts on that, and did you think, okay, he's ready to go, let's get him in?
It came at the right time. We were looking at, I sort of had a chat with him at the beginning of the game. He's only had probably one training session Thursday. I had a chat with him first half, how long he felt he had him. He probably said 20 minutes to half hour without, like I say, only having one training session. So he wasn't 100% fit. But I just felt the game was slipping away from us at that point. I thought it went into a bit of a lull. We obviously brought Harrison on, I thought gave us a bit of energy. And we just wanted a spark, and I think realistically Harrison, he kept the ball on in the far corner and he kept a dead ball alive and we cut it back, and Ben had and then the keeper made the save, and Ben, and from me that sparked us into life. And then obviously as soon as I saw the free kick I just thought, right, it's the time to get Ken on because he's a handful. Great ball in by Ben, great header, so it worked out well. I'm just pleased to have Ken back, to be honest. I think a couple of times the ball went into him, it stuck and he set it off and he took a whack and got back up, which is good. And he's something we've been missing, as well as James has done up there. Like today, he couldn't really get into the game, but then when he went wide, he drove and got the penalty, so it kind of worked well. I thought there was a few that maybe had quiet games and we just, in that forward area, we needed to change it, and thankfully it worked. It was, I'd like to have got Benas on as well, but unfortunately Sean Nketiah, who's done really well for the 23s, but Ando going off early kind of lost us one sub, if you like. So, but the boys that come on had a big impact in Harrison and Ken. So it's just said to him in there, it's a squad game, and I'm pleased for him.
Yeah, and obviously with Ando going off that early, does that kind of shake things up a bit for you? Do you sort of have to think, okay, how can we still be solid at the back without him there?
Yeah, listen, it's really frustrating because Ando obviously not only is he's good defensively, but going forward he gives us a real good outlet because he's got a great range of passing and he understands the game, and I think in that he helps Martial. He talks to Martial a lot, and that helps Martial's game. So going off, I thought Crosley went across there and done really well at left back. Obviously not natural for him, but he's played there before. And I thought Jack Richards come on at right back and was excellent. I thought he really composed on the ball. Jack was good defensively, so I'm really pleased with him as well. So it does disturb it a little bit, and I think if you really look at how we started the first 15 minutes we were really good, and then we lost our way a little bit. So that's disappointing, but hopefully Ando, now we've got a week's rest, he should be fine by next Saturday, and we can move on from there. And on top of that, I thought Billy Johnson in goal, making his debut on loan from Maidstone. I thought again, not met any of the lads. We only got it over the line yesterday, and I thought he came in, had a really solid debut, good talking, and go for him. He didn't keep a clean sheet, but he's really pleased with him.
Yeah, and obviously coming off of the back of last week's defeat, how important was it for you today to bounce back and sort of and you ended up winning by 3 goals to 1. So
yeah, I think in general when we've had bad results this year, we've kind of the next week bounced back with a good result. Apart from we had a little spell in November where we couldn't get a win, but I think in general, especially at home, we had a big loss against Lewis. The next home game we come back and had a good result. Obviously losing to Hornchurch after we'd been on a good run. So yeah, it's something we spoke about, and I just said, right, it's okay, we've lost the game, didn't deserve much out of it last week, but let's try and start a mini run again. And there were parts of today I was really pleased with. You're always a bit sceptical when you're on the back of a heavy defeat at home, because you know the support, as great as our support is, it's natural they come here, and when things get a bit nervy, it gets a little bit on edge. So you're hoping the players stick to what we work on and do it. And a couple of times we went off what we'd asked them to do, and that was when I thought we looked a bit sloppy today. But I think you could see the confidence especially once Ken scored, then all of a sudden we looked really confident and started causing problems, and all of a sudden Ben comes alive, and Ken was a handful, Harrison and Bessie out wide, and all of a sudden we look back to ourselves that we have been in recent weeks. So the big thing is when you've had a heavy loss, it's really important to just get 3 points on the board as quick as possible, and we've done that today. So that's good.
Yeah, and just lastly, any thoughts on Enfield game coming up? You're going away to face them next.
Really tough game. Obviously they won again today, second in the league. Signed a really good forward in Cass recently, so it's going to be a real tough place to go. It always is Enfield. Whenever I went there, even in higher leagues with Maidstone, it was a tough place to go. So it's just one we've got to prepare as we normally do. Look, we beat them here. We've shown we're capable of winning the game. We have to be right defensively because their front lines probably one of the best in the league, to be honest, and I think you can see that by the goals they've scored. But all we got to do is play them right, look after the boys, and go there and try and get 3 points.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Cheers.